Alright, so I'm just going to go over what a typical day of grocery shopping looks like for me and meal prepping. Whether I'm bulking, cutting, whatever my goal is, increase muscle, lose fat, I pretty much eat the same things. I just either increase a little bit of something or decrease it, but most of the time I'm pretty much eating the same thing every day. I have no problem with eating the same foods every day. I know some people like a little more diversity, but pretty much with my schedule I work 9 to 8 every day, and then from 8 to 10, 10:30 I'm working out. So I'm out of my house pretty much all day. So I don't have time to really sit down and cook each meal and prepare each meal. So I like to have it all set and ready to go for myself. And also the foods I eat, I don't mind eating them every day. It's no problem to me. So I'm just going to go over what a typical day of shopping looks like for me and how I put them together in meal prep. So we'll start with breakfast. I always go with the instant oatmeal by Quaker Oats. I like this a lot because it has high fiber. An important part of your diet is trying to get at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber in your meal. That's going to really regulate your insulin levels so they don't spike or go all over the place. Good amount of fiber intake is what really regulates everything, keeps them level. So it's a good carbohydrate, but also the high fiber makes it a good part of your breakfast. Blueberries, I love blueberries. That's also a good way to get some fiber in. It's a good fruit, so I usually just pick up a handful in the morning, and that's pretty much it. But bananas, I buy a stack of bananas. I have one every morning. Also a good carbohydrate, but you get a good source of potassium in there too. If you're an athlete, working out, training hard, you want to make sure you get that potassium in. So bananas, I like the taste of them, but also carbohydrates and potassium is a good way to start. Cottage cheese, great source of protein. This is 4%, so you get a little fat in there, but I like have a half a cup with my breakfast. Like I said, it's a real good source of protein and a little bit of healthy fats in there. But I eat it right out of the box. Some people don't like the taste of it or the texture, but I just take a half a cup and eat it right out of there. I have no problem with that. Eggs, obviously a good staple to have in your diet. Good source of protein and healthy fats. I usually boil 5 eggs. 3 whole eggs I'll eat out of that, and then I'll just have 2 egg whites. Like I said, great source of protein, but also some healthy fats in there as well. Bagel and peanut butter. So I have 1 bagel, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, also part of my breakfast. Carbohydrates, fats, a little bit of protein with your peanut butter, but peanut butter is a good way to get some fats in there. So this is my breakfast. I won't have that in one sitting. I'll split it up basically into 2 meals. When I first wake up in the morning, I'll have my cottage cheese, my oatmeal, banana, and blueberries, and then once I get to work, I will have my bagel and eggs. So that's usually how I start my day. I'll eat that every day, and I don't mind eating the same thing every day. I have no problem with it. If you did want to change it up, you could have a different type of fruit. You could have yogurt or something instead of cottage cheese. Maybe different flavor oatmeal. This is maple and brown sugar. Sometimes we get cinnamon. You can even have cereal. So there are different ways to change it up. But like I said, I don't mind eating the same thing every day. I enjoy it as part of my routine. So I like it. On the lunch, so I will buy a bag of jasmine rice. Jasmine rice to me tastes the best. That's why I go with that. It's a little more expensive than your regular rice, but I like it a lot. It's also white rice. A lot of people think white rice is unhealthy for you as compared to brown rice or something, but like I said, the most important thing is getting that fiber in to insulate your regulate your insulin levels. It doesn't matter what type of carbohydrate you have, simple, complex, all that. Fiber is going to regulate your insulin levels. So I eat white rice every day, whether I'm bulking or cutting. It doesn't make a difference. So what I'll do is I will cook a cup of uncooked white rice. That comes out to about, I think, 4 cups cooked. So what I do is I split that into 3 different meals. I'll cook my white rice, then I will have chicken So this is about 2 pounds of chicken. So I will cook that along with ground turkey. And what I'll do is alternate that throughout the week. So I'll have 2 meals with the chicken and rice and 1 meal of ground turkey. Again, I can eat this every day and not have a problem with it. But what it is boneless, skinless chicken is a great way to get just protein in. It's pretty much pure protein, maybe a little fat, but mostly protein. Ground turkey has a little bit of fat in it, but it's mainly protein, and it's real easy to cook. I just put it in a pan, put some adobo or pepper on it, and it's good to go. I'll mix it with the rice, add a little bit of ketchup, and I just pack it in my Tupperware and have it throughout the day. So again, I'll alternate between chicken and ground turkey, but I mix them both with rice. And I can eat that, as I go to the gym, right before I work out. I'll have ground turkey and rice, or chicken and rice. So it's an easy way to get a meal in, and it's convenient. Next, I'll go to the local butcher and I will get 2 pounds of flank steak. Now this is already cooked, I grilled it, but what I'll do is I'll grill up 2 pounds of flank steak to start the week, put it in my fridge. When I get home, I'll have the flank steak along with a salad. Alright, so that's what I have after I work out pretty much every night. I'll alternate that between flank steak or salmon, and what it is a good source of protein and fats. And then, like I said, I'll have it with a salad. So as far as vegetables, I buy a nice big box of spring mix. So that has, spinach, different types of lettuce and stuff, but I'll have that along with my flank steak at night. I'll also buy some kale. I like kale because you can cook it and it has a better consistency, so it's easy to cook. And I'll mix that with a little bit of olive oil, maybe throw some walnuts in there or something along with my salad for some more healthy fats. And that's how I get my vegetables in. I'll have that a few times throughout the day, and then quite a bit at night. Again, it's a good source of micronutrients as well as some fiber, again, to keep those insulin levels regulated. So that's usually for dinner. Snack wise, I buy pita bread. I'll just have it with some hummus or something. So this Greek lifestyle flatbread is good. It's pretty much pita bread, but I like this a lot because it's 108 calories, but it has 15 grams of protein in it and only 20 carbohydrates and 5 grams of fat. So it's very macro friendly. But I like it because it has more protein than you usually get with your pita bread. So I like that a lot. Okay, and supplement wise, this is all I take. I have protein. I always go with Optimal Nutrition Gold Standard. My reasoning for that is, a few years ago I looked into some studies that this company did, and they do studies on protein powders, and they found a lot of protein companies don't provide as much protein as they advertise, but the one that always came out on top was Optimum Nutrition. I don't know if that's still the case, but I remember the study I saw at the time, they always came out on top, so I stick with them because you usually get the amount of protein that you pay for. Then I have some creatine, just pure creatine monohydrate. If you're an athlete or you're just looking to build some muscle, there's no reason you shouldn't be taking creatine. It's been proven time and time again to be one of the only supplements that actually works. So it increases muscle mass, increases strength, increases endurance, very little to none side effects at all. So it's definitely something supplement wise you should consider if your goal is to put on some muscle or increase some strength. Next is fish oil. I take these because, again, it's a healthy source of fat, but it's very good for your joints, brain function, all types of stuff, all types of health benefits. So that's, I'll take a couple of them a day. Last but not least, I drink a gallon of water a day. Again, there's no reason you shouldn't be drinking, at least a half gallon a day. If you're an athlete, definitely a gallon a day. Your body's pretty much all water, so you want to keep it regulated. Especially, a lot of people worry about bloat. After you eat maybe a high sodium meal or something, your body gets bloated. A good way to get rid of that is just keep your body, constantly hydrated, and drinking a lot of water. It's going to flush all that sodium out and keep your body from, getting extremely bloated and stuff. So, I mean, water is really the only thing you should be drinking, period. If you are someone who's looking to lose some weight, one of the first things you want to look to is what you drink. So let's say you're having coffee every day. Look what you put in that coffee. If you're putting, a couple scoops of sugar, a couple scoops of cream, maybe cut that in half or drink it black. It's a good way to get rid of some calories. If you're drinking soda, that's a good way to, get rid of soda, get rid of some extra calories that you don't need. Just drink water. If you want some orange juice with your breakfast, that's fine. But as far as drinking is concerned, just go with water. So that's pretty much what I'll eat every week. Monday through Friday, definitely. On weekends, I get a little more loose because I have time to actually sit down and cook my meals. But as far as meal prepping goes, you should have a plan ahead of time. So and it's not that difficult. I'll cook all my ground turkey, all my chicken. I use a rice cooker, so every morning, before I go in the shower, I'll throw some rice in the rice cooker, hop in the shower. By the time I get out, it's done. Pack it with my already cooked chicken and ground turkey, and I'm ready to go. So that's pretty much what I eat every week.